And I get killed all over YouTube because people say I'm so mean. I mean, are we supposed to coddle everybody? Are we supposed to coddle you for just 10 drinks when you know you're on a freaking probation?
She's right there, Judge.
Come up, Ms. Ramirez.
The state wants to do a 6-month extension for her to finish her treatment. She's had a couple of positives. I had a chat with her.
I'm not down with that. I'm not down with you just continuing to drink. You're not supposed to. That's the first damn elementary thing of this program is you don't drink. And you're continuing to do it.
Okay guys, we are immediately getting involved in the action. The defendant's behavior is already being criticized by the judge, and it doesn't seem good. She has been offered the opportunity to change her ways, but instead, she consistently breaks the rules. Court has no intention of being lenient. She is told bluntly by the judge, "You're drinking, and it's not going to fly." This establishes the mood for what follows. A battle in court where each error could cost her her freedom. This is a crucial time. Everything depends on how seriously the defendant takes this warning. If you were in her position, could you bear the strain, or would such hurtful remarks cause you to break down?
How many positives? Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
So she completed the DWI education, effective decision making, and victim impact. On March 12th, she admitted to consuming alcohol, and then on June 20th, she provided a flow of 1.53.
0.153? That's nearly double the legal limit. That's gotta be. That's.
When the probation officer.
It's like eight drinks.
She said she had 10 drinks and she was celebrating her sister's birthday.
No, there's got to be some kind of sanction. No.
Hold on tight, because this case is going to take a drastic turn today. The judge then makes a shocking revelation. The defendant's 0.153 was almost twice the legal limit. She attempts to justify it by claiming that she celebrated her sister's birthday by having 10 drinks. The judge's reaction is one of utter incredulity. 10 drinks, 8 drinks. She is aware that when you are on probation, everything remains the same. Her transgression is obviously serious, and there is no way around the repercussions. There is more to this situation than a failed breathalyzer. It has to do with someone not accepting responsibility. Does this completely alter the game? The true question, though, is what the defendant will do going forward, and if she will ultimately understand the stakes.
Getting her car out of
impound.
Because... Well, so I know this is not the court's concern. I'm saying my concern for her is that if you take her in right now, her car is going to go to impound. Her family can take it out because they need a power of attorney. She's going to come out with over $1,000 in fees only to get her car out. But she will come back.
We continue to cater to everybody. And I get killed all over YouTube because people say I'm so mean. I mean, are we supposed to coddle everybody? Are we supposed to coddle you for just 10 drinks when you know you're on a freaking probation? Shameful. You ought to be ashamed. That tells me that you either have a problem or you just don't give a shite about us. That's what that tells me, And yet you still want a dismissal of this case. It doesn't work like that,
I don't know if it makes a difference, but I've had her on bond for quite some time. And
what a wake-up call. The judge doesn't hold back while using harsh language to criticize the defendant. The court chastises the defendant for treating her probation like a joke, saying you ought to be ashamed. There's no sugarcoating it. The courtroom is fed up with a defendant who doesn't seem to understand, and the judge is clearly frustrated. Honestly, who can blame her? But with remarks like these, it's obvious the court is losing tolerance. Issue remains. Does the defendant even care about her future? You must consider if your next drink or your freedom would be your first priority if you were in her shoes.
her classes, if you give her a chance to come back, and if she doesn't do it, then I won't even have anything to stand on or come before you and say anything. And I don't think she will either. And being before you, I think she understands, right?
Yes.
Right? That if she does not take advantage of this opportunity, then that will be the end of that program for her.
Yeah. We're gonna have to have Pavel. So, I'll tell you the only way is 3 days as a condition, and she'll have to turn. Do you have a license? Can you run her license, please? She'll have to do the 3 days, and then as soon as she gets out, immediately she'll get a scram.
Okay.
She'll have to pay for it because I can't pay for it.
Well, since it's a contract with the state, I guess you could drive with the scram.
I want to make sure first she has a license. Okay, do you have insurance?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Hey, Pavel.
The judge makes an offer just when you believe things can't get any more intense. One final opportunity, however, there's a catch. It has stringent requirements. The offender must demonstrate her commitment to rehabilitation by wearing an ankle monitor. This is the last exam. It's a last-ditch effort to keep her from ruining her life, not a way out of jail. Stakes are extremely high, and if she fails, there is no turning back. The judge is unambiguous. Compliance cannot be compromised. Is this the point of no return, or does the defendant step up? If this is the last opportunity for the defendant, what would you do? Would you accept responsibility and buckle down, or would you risk everything?
Judge, if you want to put her on a scram, then we need to amend the contract to reflect scram, but allowing her to drive. Because normally the way that it works on your template contract is if she gets a scram, then automatically there's a non-driving affidavit.
Right, no. We'll
So-
keep everything as is, but I want to make sure that she's not, at all times, she's not consuming. Whereas here, all she has to do is blow, right? So, we'll do the extension, but that's the conditions, right? So 3 days is a condition to begin, I guess, within the next couple days.
So how do
Upon
you...
release, she has to get the scram, and then
The judge's frustration demonstrates that there is no tolerance for justifications or forgiving behavior. The defendant faces immediate consequences if she doesn't comply. The judge tells her that she will lose 6 months to a year and a half of her life if she tests positive once more. It's a stern command. Additionally, drinking is no longer the only factor. This concerns a person who has demonstrated an inability to manage their behavior. The judge offers a final chance at redemption, saying, "We can do this for you." However, you have to question in the back of your mind if the defendant will take charge, or if we are going to see her fail. After this, there won't be another chance.
best damn smoke, whatever it is, you ever test positive again, I'm telling you, inpatient you go. Because it really tells me that you have a problem and you're incapable of stopping on your own, so we'll do it for you. That's it. Okay, so I guess let's reset the case between now and what's your school schedule like?
I have class Mondays and Wednesdays, in the morning and the afternoon.
What about Thursdays?
Thursdays no class.
What about Fridays?
No class.
Okay, so let's start on Thursday then. Okay, because that way she'll get a bed. Otherwise, she'll be sleeping on the floor. It's too many people going in on Fridays. They sleep on the floor, as opposed to if you go in on a Tuesday through Thursday, you get a bed. So, we'll have you come back here on Thursday. Can you amend it between now and then?
I've never done that. I'll see if it's possible.
I don't think
Anything can happen.
Well, Judge, if
Really.
Judge, if you revoke her bond and she goes into custody, let's say we do Thursday, well, probably better Friday so we can have her on the docket on Friday and Monday.
Okay.
And then
I'll
we come back
reinstate
on
on Monday.
Monday, you reinstate her, we don't have to amend anything.
All right.
Just so we can kind of.
I understand. Okay.
If that's okay.
Yep. Okay.
And then we'll just amend, if you want to do the scram, then they'll just amend that. for you.
I mean, if they tell me that they can't do that, then I'm not going forward. I'm not going to do it because it's not fair that she's out drinking 10 beers or whatever 10 drinks in one night, and it's a slap to the face and everybody else that actually complies with this thing. No way. I'm not going to do it. So, okay.
And now we find ourselves at the last fork in the road. The terms have been established by the judge. The defendant may be able to avoid jail time if she completes her therapy, but that's a big if. There will be no more negotiations if she fails once more. The tension is evident, and the situation's weight strikes home. The court establishes the law, emphasizing that the defendant's acts have repercussions. She will also lose everything if she tests positive once more. Although it's a difficult pill to accept, she must now deal with this reality. This is the truth moment. If this instance left you stunned as well, would she finally take her future seriously, or will she keep going downhill? Please remember to like and subscribe, and leave a comment with what you would have done differently.